Today, let's continue on the book called The Power of Self-Discovery. Now, I wrote this book years ago, right? But this experience of discovering myself is an experience that happened way back in 1992. I was still a young believer then, and then I made a certain prayer unto the Lord, and the Lord revealed to me who I am. The Lord revealed to me who I am, meaning that the Lord revealed my life purpose to me. So from that time, I began to pursue my life purpose till today. And for your own information, I want you to know that there is nothing that is as fulfilling and as fulfilling as discovering and fulfilling your life purpose. You have a purpose. The reason why you exist is because there is a purpose that God ordained that you exist for. There is a solution, there is an assignment that only you can fulfill. No other person who's been alive or who shall be alive or who is alive can fulfill your assignment. Your personal assignment is what I call your life purpose, right? Okay. Now today we are going to look at chapter 5 of this book. If you want this book, it's available on Amazon. You can get it. Now today I want to touch on choosing a life partner. Choosing a life partner. I know this one is a hot chapter, this one, but it's very key because it's part and parcel of fulfilling your life purpose. Right now, your life is a product of your daily choices. You know, some of the choices that you make in life are short term, some are long term, some are lifelong. There are some choices that you make, they become part and parcel of your life, all your life. Now, if you make bad choices, you find yourself failing to achieve what you were born to achieve. So making choices is a very key. Actually, there is another book that I wrote which is going to be published very soon, which is called The Power of Choice. The Power of Choice. We are a total collection of our choices in life. You are where you are right now because of choices that you made. I'm where I am right now because of the choices that I made. I'm doing what I'm doing because of choices that I made. And I continually make choices. So one area where your success or failure is decided, it is in choosing a life partner. That is where that's where you can decide whether you succeed or fail, right? But what I'm saying here, I'm not trying to say that when you choose a life partner, you are choosing to fail. No, the type of person that you choose to come into your life, to become one with you in what we call marriage, that person can determine whether you succeed in your life purpose or you fail. And it's very unfortunate that this is where a lot of dreams are destroyed. A lot of visions are destroyed at this point when young people make choices to get married in life. This is where a lot of dreams are destroyed, right? From my personal experience, I've discovered that once you discover yourself first, you see, once you discover yourself first, it's much easier to get to know the right person who can partner you in your life purpose. Remember, your life purpose is the reason why you exist. You don't exist for any other thing, you don't exist for any other thing, above your life purpose. Yes, you may be doing this and that, trying to just make your life go forward. But the primary reason for your existence is what you are living for. And that is called your life purpose. So I'm saying that if you first of all discover yourself, you are at a very big advantage in as far as choosing the correct life partner is concerned. Now it gives you a clue about the type of life partner that you need to choose for your life. Remember, you choose a life partner for your life because your purpose is your responsibility. It's not the responsibility of any other person. Neither is it God's responsibility for you to fulfill it, but it is your personal responsibility. You need to discover yourself first. Now, if you don't discover yourself first, What if you get into partnership, you get married to a person who is not going in the same direction with you? So what do? You break down the marriage. Now, when the marriage breaks apart, that is there's a lot of damage. There's actually irreparable damage there in most cases. So it's wiser that you do it. You do first things first. And what I'm saying here is that the first thing is discover who you are, not according to what you just desire, but according to what God desires and what God has ordained you to become. This is very, very key. So you need somebody who can complement you in your purpose. Now, what I'm sharing here is from my personal experience, because I'm married for the past 28 years, and I thank God that I chose the right partner for my life, right? When I got to a point of deciding that, okay, let me get into marriage, I prayed and I said, Lord, I need somebody who is going to complement me in my life purpose. You see, the most important thing is getting somebody who complements you. You complement each other in fulfilling your life purpose. That is very, very important, right? That is very important. See, your life partner that I'm talking about here is the right person for you. There is the right person for you. Then there is the wrong person for you. What is the wrong person for you? The wrong person for you is a person who is not in the same direction with you. Somebody who cannot complement you. That person is not the right person for you. Because the last person that you need in your life is a person who pulls the opposite direction to your passion. The person who pulls the opposite direction to your dream. No, you don't need that kind of a person in your life. You need a person who will complement you. They may not be doing the same thing that you are doing, but they complement you. Just like your right foot is complemented by your left foot, right? Imagine you had both right feet, then you are called a cripple. So this is what I'm just trying to share with you here. Right. In fact, you do not need a partner yet because because of you are not doing anything in line with your reason for living. So what I'm saying here is that if you haven't discovered your life purpose, you don't need a life partner. Because a life partner is somebody who comes to add on to what is already there, right, that you are pursuing. This is a person who comes in to lift you to another level of effectiveness in fulfilling and pursuing your life purpose. Right, this is what I'm saying here from this book here. It is possible to have a life partner, but you may not have the suitable one. I mean, this is a common thing. One of the reasons why a lot of marriages are struggling is because people don't discover themselves first. They go in just because of saying, I love you, I love you. Then the next thing they discover really when they're inside. Now, it will be too late for people to fix certain things. There are certain things that you cannot fix when you're already in a marriage. You can't fix them. You rather fix them before you even consider getting into marriage. This is very, very important. There is a life partner and there is a suitable life partner, right? There is a life partner, then there's what is called a suitable life partner. Now, if you look at Adam and Eve, you're going to see that when God created Adam, one time he came and said to him in Genesis chapter 2, said, now it is not good for the man to be alone. And then the Bible says that God said, I'll make him a suitable helper. He didn't say I'll make him a partner. He said a suitable helper. Now, somebody will complement him. So Adam and Eve were meant to complement each other. So this is what marriage is all about, whereby you complement each other. Now, so a partner and a suitable partner are different, right? You may have a career, but still live without knowing who you are. Your career is not your life purpose. It's something that you do for a living. But now your calling or your life purpose or your dream, this is what you were created to live for. This is what you were created to accomplish in life. So it needs you to get the right life partner. And this is not something that you can just wake up in the morning and just make a choice. No. This is something that requires a lot of caution, a lot of wisdom. You have to get a lot of guidance in this. Otherwise, you get yourself into a wrong partner. Now, if you get yourself into a wrong partner and fail to fulfill your life purpose, you are a failure in life. you are a total failure in life, because you came into this world because there is a need. God had a need that only you can fulfill.